Hello everyone and welcome to World of Darkness News. Today with the main focus on Vampire the Masquerade Swansong, which has just announced the pre-order campaign and the pre-orders are open right now. We're going to tell you everything about what version you can pre-order and how and what extras you can get with it. And then we're also going to talk a bit about Bloodhunt and Vampire the Eternal Struggle. Mainly gaming today, but something for the card game fans as well. Let's start with the Swansong. Vampire the Masquerade Swansong is available for pre-order for consoles and Epic Game Stores as for now. As you know already, the Swansong game is available in Epic Game Store for the limited exclusivity for the first 12 months of the game's post-release, and then later on it's going to be available on Steam as well. The pre-orders currently are open for Xbox, PS5 and PC, and we're also announced some special extras including the DLC with Victoria Ash played by lovely Jessica Chabot. We're going to tell you more about this, but before we dwell into the details of each pre-order edition and how to get them and where to get them and what do you get with them, we're going to give you more trailers, more gameplay from Swansong, because hey, we have not enough and I would love to give you some more, so let's check it out.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith?
Well, what can I say? The night has come. I hope that you enjoyed this trailer because I enjoyed a lot of the bits it has shown, and I really hope someone's going to go into the depth of trying to analyze the potential story and what's going on in Swansong based on all of the materials we had so far, because damn, I would do that if I didn't know the game already. But it's really, really awesome, and there's a lot of bits that you can take from all of these trailers and try to snatch together if you want to kind of, you know, analyze and think about what the story is going to be. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the pre-order editions and what they are going to come with, because we have various ways that you can pre-order the game and they come with different perks. At the end of this, we are going to see a nice little table, which I'm also going to share on Discord, and it will be shared on Swansong social media as well, to give you full detail about what do you get with what. So first of all, the basic digital pre-order edition for consoles. So the console version gets Cut Race of New York for free. So if you pre-order it now, you get alternate outfits pack. So these really cool outfits. I gotta say, Caleb looks really good in white. And Cut Race of New York for free additionally. So that is the basic console pre-order edition. You do not get Cut Race of New York if you pre-order on Epic Game Store, so please keep that in mind. Alternate Outfits Pack is available for both editions. Let's check out the next one. So this is the digital pre-order for the Epic Game Store base game plus Alternate Outfits Pack. So as you can see in comparison, this is the console one with the Cut Race of New York. This is the Epic Game Store one with Alternate Outfits Pack. Now there's also a physical edition available, and with physical edition you also get the Alternate Outfits Pack, of course the physical box with the game, as well as some selected retailers are going to have the original soundtrack on the vinyl. I don't have the information on which exact retailers will have the vinyl, so please check with your chosen retailer if you want to purchase the physical edition, whether they run with vinyls as well. The soundtrack for this game is really cool. You can check it already on Nakon's YouTube. There is Galeb's theme, Leisha's theme, and MM's theme available to listen to right now, and you can of course check out more soundtrack in various videos from the game. But this vinyl comes with a little asterisk only in the selected retailers, so please do check out at your retailer if it will come with the vinyl. And then we have the super special Primogen edition. So of course this comes with the special DLC, which I've mentioned beforehand, DLC with Victoria Ash, played by Jessica Chabot. Victoria Ash is the Mola of MM, and she's of course one of the most important Tomb Raider characters out there, so we are super excited for that. This DLC is going to be additionally available afterwards, after the game's release, to buy separately if you want to, but currently in the Primogen edition it is exclusive for the pre-orders, so you won't get this one with any other pre-order, only with the super cool collector's edition with the physical items mentioned here. And the cool fact about Primogen edition is that on Epic Game Store there's a big sale for it right now, so it runs for like $3 more expensive than regular edition, so it's pretty cheap still, and you can get all of these the DLCs with this. So this is the physical, not physical, sorry. Oh, sorry, these are the artifacts pack, yes. The blood bag, the handkerchief, the insignia, and the compass that come with it, plus digital soundtrack, plus Victoria Ash DLC. And then you have those various editions, the Primogen edition and the digital pre-order for the game on console and on the PC. This table is basically the most important thing that you need to see. So this will give you all of the little access on what you get with each edition, and I really recommend to check it out fully on Vampire Swansong page, on social media, before you will buy the game, just to you can make sure that you are getting what you want. And keep in mind that Victoria Ash DLC is going to be available later on as well, so you can purchase it separately. It's not going to be exclusive only to pre-orders, but during the pre-orders it is only in the Primogen edition. So I hope that you will like it plenty. I do not have any information about the vinyl sold separately. I do believe it's exclusive to the edition, the physical edition. So you can check it out more at Vampire Swansong if you want to ask them whether they will run additional sales for vinyl separately. But I unfortunately know only that it is a part of the pre-order for the physical edition right now. So yeah, it's a plenty of things, I know. There's, of course, the cross-gen is not available for the physical edition of the disc. So if you're going to have a disc, it's only for specific console you will pick and for specific platform that you want to play the game on. But the cross-gen is available for the digital pre-order for Primogen edition. So if you will order this one, then you also get the cross-gen. The digital soundtrack is also available with the digital pre-order on Epic Game Store. So yeah, this table, important. It will give you all the information you need. And if you have any questions about the availability of these, do ask us on Discord. We have Chris from Nakon, who is their community manager, that is answering a lot of questions there. I am also there, so if I don't know something, I will ask Chris, and if Chris is there, he can always let you know as well. So we're available on discord.gg/World of Darkness at any time if you want to get to know which pre-order to make, if you want to do the pre-order. The game is going to be available May 19th, so super soon, and you will be able to get the game right then. So the pre-order is running pretty short for 1 month. From now on, you're going to get the game, and there are no delays planned. So the game is going to release on May 19th, and we cannot wait. We have no news currently on the Nintendo Switch version just yet, except for there will be a Switch version, and we will be bringing you more news as we go. I cannot wait for this game to release and to play it for everyone and to play it with you folks. The game is pretty replayable, so in case you'll see some of the gameplay like you've seen already in the previous news show, there are very vast differences you can have when you play the game yourself. There are plenty of choices to make, and the choices make your gameplays different. So I'm very much wondering on what other things people are going to find out in this game once you will play it. If you still are not sure if Swansong is the game for you, there are plenty of gameplay trailers and plenty of journalist reports from playing the game that describe what this game is all about. So I would recommend, especially if you are into getting to know mechanics before you play the game, the RPG trailer. We do have it on our YouTube for World of Darkness, and it gives you a rundown of all of the mechanics of Swansong and everything that the game has within. And also there are plenty of journalists which played the game already, the part with Gallup, that give you details on what they felt about it and what they think about the mechanics so far. So you have IGN, Game Informer, GameSpot, and plenty of other outlets which have reported on Swansong already. So I recommend to, as usual, make the informed decision of which game you want to, which package you want to pre-order, if you want to pre-order, and if you want to get Swansong and get on board of being a vampire in Boston, or being one of the 3 vampires in Boston, actually, because you will be able to play as Gallup, the Ventru, MM the Toreador, and Leisha the Malkavian. Cannot wait for this game, and yeah, I hope that this gave you more information about the pre-orders. Of course, do check out vampire/swansong.com for more info. And in the meantime, let's jump into the next news. Vampire the Masquerade Shadows of New York is Steam Deck verified, becoming the very first World of Darkness game to become Steam Deck verified. Steam Deck verification is coming for, hopefully, for other games as well. We're going to update you on the go as that happens. The timelines for that are sometimes just not entirely up to the developers, so it's all up to Steam when we're going to get information about other World of Darkness games and their availability on Steam Deck. If you are planning to get the new Steam handheld, there are 2 ways of playing games in there. Of course, it's basically a miniature PC, so you can install Windows in there and you can probably play all of the existing World of Darkness games on it. I would assume that with some shenanigans, people would be able to play Vampire the Masquerade Redemption on it as well, if you really want to. But Shadows of New York is the first game that is officially Steam verified to be available in the Steam OS on Steam Deck. So if you want to play visual novel about the La Sombra vampire in New York on your handheld, that's a really cool way to do so. I'm personally looking forward to the Steam Deck and how it's going to develop, and I would love maybe one day to be able to play Bloodhunt on it. We'll see if that will happen. But in the meantime, let's check out what is going on with the card games. Vampire the Masquerade, The Eternal Struggle, or Vampire the Eternal Struggle, sorry, released the new blood packs, which are the new 5 introductory card packs of 55 cards, which are a very good way to jump into the game without knowing how to compose your own deck and without more knowledge. They are a little bit simpler than the tournament deck, so they don't have as much of the tournament potential, but they do consist of some of the new cards, and you have packages which are cheaper than other packages from Eternal Struggle, and you can basically grab your favorite and start playing. We have Malkavian, Nosferatu, Toreador, Tremere, and Ventru available right now, and they are all very well balanced. You can grab them with your friends and start playing straight away with your favorite clan. If you want to know more about Vampire the Eternal Struggle, I do recommend checking out Black Chantry. Everywhere online, they do not only share the news about these releases, but also share particular cards, so you can get to know more of who you can play as if you get these cards. So yeah, 5 new introductory 55 card decks pre-built specifically for the new players to start playing Vampire the Eternal Struggle and enjoy, but also if you are already a collector, there are some new cards in there, and you may get a preview of these cards if you get to follow the Black Chantry on Twitter or on their website, and you will be able to see what is inside. And let's go back to video games for a moment. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt has shared more details about crossplay in their game, and crossplay is something that maybe you may know of it already if you've played any of the multiplayer games, especially in the recent years. Let's say Apex Legends and other Battle Royale games. If you want to play with people on consoles, if you're playing on PC and so you want to play against other people on consoles, Bloodhunt is going to give you that chance. Releasing on PC and PS5 on April 27th, Bloodhunt is going to launch with the crossplay option, but how it's going to work like is detailed in the latest news post on the bloodhunt.com. To give you a quick rundown, how it's going to work is the Elysium part, so the lobby, the part where you get the quests, that one is specific to a platform, so you do not actually mix in the Elysium with the console players if you're playing on PC, and vice versa. And then when you jump into Prague, you can play against players who are on other platforms. So you cannot team up with players on different platforms, but you can play against them. That means if your friend plays on the console and you're playing on PC, unfortunately you cannot play together as for now. But there's another option, which is actually very interesting, I think specifically for console players. If you are on console, you can disable the option of crossplay. So you can pick to choose to play only against other console players. It is important for a variety of reasons. As much as the new gamepad support that Bloodhunt has makes the gamepad super fun to play, we actually tested it out with the close play test that just happened recently from the office, and the gamepad just worked really well, and our friend who was playing on the gamepad said it worked really, really awesome. We also didn't see much of the difference in how we were playing, but of course on console there's a lot of more casual players who might just want to jump in and not play against those PC super players that sometimes by statistically are very often more just playing more and playing of course with all of these super mouse gear and keyboard gear, and sometimes being just better in the game, which is not universal, but it sometimes happens. So if you want to be super safe as the console player, just to have your experience only with other console players, you can disable the crossplay. You can play only with other people on the consoles. PC players do not have that privilege. PC players will be always having the crossplay, so you will always jump in with the players from PC and from consoles, which is not really that much of a problem for PC players usually, but for console players, on the other hand, it might sometimes be a problem. So that's the way the crossplay is going to work. Additionally, your progress and things that you will get is not going to be shared among your account on the console and the account on the PC. So you will have to get and unlock things anew depending on which platform you play on. Basically, there's no cross how do they Bloodhunt put it? Cross advancement, cross unlocks. I guess that's the proper way to put it. But yeah, you will be able to disable crossplay as the PlayStation player. Just keep in mind that this may heighten your time of the wait if you have a bigger pool of players to play on your level. Of course, with the PC players, the lobby is going to happen very fast if you queue, and it might happen a little bit slower if you choose only console players. But that is the only downside. Except for that, of course, if you want to have more challenge, you can play against the PC players, which a lot of people do in games like Apex and other Battle Royales. So I recommend to check both options once you will play Bloodhunt. And in the meantime, someone in the chat helped me with cross progression. That's the name, cross progression. Perfect. All right, I will be jumping to Vamily Spotlight with Hari and see if she is awaiting me with her wonderful board of magic. Hello, Hadi, can you hear me? Hadi. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Awesome. Your voice sounds so good.
Yeah, it's only like a 25% Nosferatu.
That's great. I mean, I love you 100% Nosferatu, but I can take 25% Nosferatu as well. Let me just ask you, before we'll jump into the Vamily Spotlight, your opinion on Caleb. I just need to ask this.
My opinion on Caleb?
Yes.
Well, I love a shirtless vampire. I mean, I don't think anyone can deny that.
Of course.
My opinion on Caleb is I'm really interested to see in exactly how ruthless he really is. I mean, we know he's a Ventru, and from the gameplay we saw, that particular player chose the most ruthless options. So I'm really curious if I can sort of not change him isn't the phrase I want to use, but sort of make him a little bit more palatable,
Yeah, I see.
humane.
You're wondering if he has a soft side. I mean,
Yes.
I guess all vampires do, but it depends on the vampire on how deeply is that hidden. Of course, Caleb is the oldest vampire in Boston. That's what we know already from the revealed bits from Big Bad Wolf. So I wouldn't have much hopes for him, but we'll see.
I just want to see.
Yeah, I know. You are the sole creator of our today's board, and I am very much looking forward to see what you have picked. So yeah, let's start with the top left.
Okay, well, this week, Instagram and TikTok were really on fire for vampire content, so I really wanted to spotlight it, showcase it.
Yes.
So the first thing we have is the Athens Vampire LARP, which of course is a LARP that takes place in Athens, Greece.
Awesome.
And they had a huge collection of pictures on their Instagram. But this was absolutely my favorite. And this was apparently during Second Elysium, during a meeting of all of the Primogen. And it's just, I mean, it's so good. It looks so excellent, the mask and everything. So serious.
Every time I see those pictures from any LARPs, I just wish there was some blog where I can just read everything that happens, so I can get all the drama, all the tea, everything from because all about these characters, because they always seem so interesting from the pictures alone that I just want to transform myself into like a part of this picture and be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and also it's so great to bring more pictures from all around the world where these LARPs happen. Athens, Greece. It must be so awesome, especially after Sins of Desire and after the fact that, like vampires in Greece just work so well together. I don't know why, but it's just so amazing.
Yeah, and this LARP seems to be like really, well-rounded and really well done. And whoever the photographer really went out of their way to really showcase all of the different characters and the different scenes that were taking place. I mean, it's just beautiful. I recommend everyone check out Athens Vampire Instagram.
Athens.vampire on Instagram. I will definitely check it out after the stream. All right, we have Tsimizzi.
Yeah, which is a perfect name, obviously.
Yes.
So taking a break from waging war on the Camarilla to get a portrait done, which I thought was so cute. So it's a Lasalle and a Ventru couple.
Oh, that's so cute. They're adorable. Also,
I know, which is great because it's like the Blue Bloods and the Keepers, and they sort of have this rivalry, and I love that so much.
it is a good ship, and also I really like how they look like, and the thing that's maybe I'm not misunderstanding it. The back one is for sure La Sombra, and the front one is Venture, right?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's funny because you always say that vampires don't have to meet the stereotype of their clan, but sometimes when you just look at the picture, you know who is who.
And I was going to ask you when I first saw this picture, I wasn't sure if I was looking at it wrong, but it looks like the La Sombra is missing a finger, or is his finger tucked under? I couldn't tell when I was looking at it.
It is definitely tucked under, so it is like I see a shadow in here, so it's basically in the shade because the two are in the front and the two are in the back, so it's this kind of a cool pose. I love it. It's beautiful. All right, and now we have Ankh.corp.
Mm-hmm. So Sunday drawing, a blue-haired vampire. I just can't decide which clan vibes she gives me more, Malkavian or Toreador. Of course, I think of a blue-haired vampire. Of course, the first person I think of is Nellie G.
Yes.
Of course, Toreador from LA by Night. And I love the red eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely gorgeous. This whole picture is so beautiful. Could be displayed somewhere, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I see, I don't know, maybe it's just my brain, but when I see a vampire with flowers in their hair, I think Ravnos immediately, because you move a lot, you just grab flowers that wither very quickly, you discard them, you move forward. So, I don't know, flowers just feel very Ravnosy to me, but maybe that's just...
I have never heard Ravnos and flowers like linked together. That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah, because roses are always, very Toreador, right? So, of course, the roses. But if you would get some field flowers, like some wildflowers, I would definitely link that to Gangrel.
Maybe my brain is weird where I think Hecata, flowers. Because
of graves.
Flowers on graves.
Well, that's dark, honey. That's true. That really fits. I think she can be of any clan, and she fits any. So, Ankh Corp, if you listen to us, there's a lot of ideas here. That's great. Oh, Sheba Barts. What's there? Oh, that's so awesome.
Well, this is a ghoul drawing, which I love. More ghoul and mortals in the World of Darkness stuff, please. I love that.
Yes.
That was one of my favorite things about the companion guide, was the rules about mortals and ghouls. And so this is best worst ghoul, got an upgrade, yo. And I felt like I would be described as the best worst ghoul, so I felt very connected to this art.
You're literally the best goal, not the best worst goal, but but it does look great. And also I love this take on alternative looking goals in general. It was similar with kind of like with Dakota in Shadows of New York, just because goals by default they are often portrayed or were portrayed in the Legacy World of Darkness as servants, right? So
Yes.
you have a ghoul who doesn't have that much of their own personality. They just exist to serve the vampire. While I think there might be still a lot of things that you can do with this concept, and even like very like possessed ghouls that really wants to help the vampire, looking very rebel. I think it's a really nice contrast, and I just love the
And plus the top is just to die for.
yeah, the top is the day for, definitely.
Fantastic.
It looks
Makes me
great.
think they have a Toreador Domitor.
Maybe, who knows? I mean, not only Toreadors can do good fashion, but
Well, no, because it looks like rose. No, because it looks like roses.
oh, because of the roses. You're right. I'm like, hey, good fashion Toreador. I know, but it does look really good. What do we have here with Yepichak?
Yep, it's Zach.
Yepichak.
You should watch it and then.
Okay, let's check it out.
First, you cannot see this star. This star is so dim that in the night sky you would not be.
You just make it full screen. Yes.
Aren't you telling us Vampire the Masquerade? What do you know?
Red star. I love that. This is so good.
And of course, Yepitzak is very well known in the Vamily, and they are in ATL by night, and among other shows. And I just thought that was really funny.
And-
they do a lot of vampire stuff on their TikTok. So
And I do very much recommend the Week of Nightmares lore sheet, which is really good, and also more lore sheet TikToking, because the lore sheets are fun. And I now, thanks to this tweet, I see a lot of this TikTok. I see a lot of potential in lore sheet TikToks. So my brain is full of ideas.
Absolutely. Some lore. I actually got to use the Week of Nightmares in a game, and one of my characters actually has the blood vial, all 5 dots in it, and my players rather, and I'm very excited to see if they are going to do anything with it, and what we can discuss is inside the vial of blood in the Week of Nightmares lore sheet.
Which leads me to the
So-
fact that we haven't had a community question this week, and I would actually really like to ask everyone, what is your favorite lore sheet so far from all of the source books and all of the sources, because we did have some lore sheets also released additionally, like wonderful lore sheet created by Hadi for Temple of Boon. So I really want to ask you which lore sheet is your favorite and which one do you use in your roleplays, because that's awesome. I do use plenty of them actually, so it will be super hard for me to choose, but maybe you have a few favorites. Let me know. All right, Andrea. Oh, lovely Andrea. I love seeing Andrea every single time you post these pictures. It's so good.
You remember they are still going through Vamptober.
They are.
They only have one left.
Yes. Oh, no. Please draw more. Oh, it's so good.
And although this isn't Regency specific era style dress, we were discussing Bridgerton, you, me, and other people over the weekend. This looks more like early 20th century style,
Yes.
but it's so beautiful.
We
Like
have
all of their stuff.
we have this thing, which I think a lot of people have, because it's not only a thing about me and my circle of friends, but when we watch some series or we watch some movie that is very much, it could be World of Darkness, but it's not, we are immediately inspired that we want to roleplay this, we want to do this. Like, it's like every single time I consume any piece of pop culture that I am really into, I immediately think about how to VTM this or how to watch this.
Yeah,
And-
same.
Yeah, and
Same.
that's the thing with Bridgerton. So we've recently watched it, and the second season was awesome. And I want to play a Regency vampire there so badly right now.
And you'll get to.
And I will get to, because Hattie promised to storytell it from me, so I'm so happy. No, but it's really something that I am very much into recently. And in general, historical settings. I would love to play more of them and maybe have more of them on streams. It would be really, really fun. So yeah, Vamily, let us know if you're planning in a historical setting, VTM, because that would be super cool. And this is beautiful. Look at this blood on the back of their neck. I actually wonder, how did it landed there? Is it coming from their mouth, or maybe did it drop from the neck or hand or something of the person they
I'm
drank it
guessing
from?
that's exactly what happened, yeah.
Sexy. And super
Hot.
cool. I do miss the grand balls, fine dress, and dancing by the candlelight. Maybe it happened during the dance. There was a little pirouetto happening, and it just dropped. That's so good. All right, Lucky Smeely cosplay, Gangrel. Let me check it out.
So, here's the thing. I've done this. The whole threatening people bit, the intimidation. I've been there, and I just don't care anymore. Some people have a bad day. I've had a bad life. If I want something, it's taken from me. If I win a fight, I lose the war. Threats only work on someone who has something to lose. But me? I've already lost it all.
Damn!
I've done
Damn! Also, YouTube recommended me the Salupri video from you.
Of course it did.
It's so
Of course it did.
also,
I was getting really stir crazy because I was sick for 2 weeks and I really couldn't do anything. So I was like, you know what? I guess I'll make a TikTok.
I'm going to play this TikTok very quickly so everyone sees this. Let me just let me no, yes. Can I actually? I cannot do it in my row. Okay, you're safe now. Maybe I can just do it here. There we go.
Hi, ladies. How you doing? I want to kill you. Oh, yeah. Take a number, honey.
So good. So simple, it's so good. But back to...
Anyway, about Lucky Smiley cosplay.
Yes.
Not me. They are fairly new onto the VTM scene, onto the TikTok scene. I came across one of their videos not too long ago, and they've shot up in quite a few followers, and they make mostly vampire related content, mostly related to this gangrel character that they have. And they obviously, you can see, put a lot of work into what they do.
Mhm.
So I definitely recommend people follow them and see the progression of this OC gangrel.
Lucky seems awesome and very, very gangrel. I loved how much gangrel just really oozes from this video, and with the nails, the metal nails, it really was awesome, and I could feel the chills down my spine when the wall scene happened.
Yeah, and they made a very sweet video recently when they reached a certain milestone of followers, saying that they felt so welcomed into the Vamily and into Vampire the Masquerade community. So it was just really nice. So I want to encourage people to check out their stuff. It's really great.
That's awesome. Lucky's awesome job and really cool venture. Love it. All right, we're going to move forward to Storyteller's Vault with the latest fan supplement that Hadi chose for this week's Spotlight, which is V5 Technomancy.
Mm-hmm. So as somebody who has, players who play Tremere, and the question always comes, or, can we take something from from Legacy and put it into V5,
Yes.
certain paths of power, what have you. I saw this one on the Storyteller's Vault, and this is Technomancy, which is all about sort of electric powers or messing with electric waves and things like that. And I thought that would be very interesting for a Tremere to do.
That's so cool.
There's a lot of cool stuff in it.
Let me give you give a read of this, because that's very interesting. The product details the Technomancy discipline for V5, which applies the principles of blood sorcery to modern inventions. Like blood sorcery, the discipline has both powers and rituals. The rules given here are new creations, not adaptations from the previous editions, which is awesome. Love this. Technomancy powers. Level 1, data bleed. Make recently recorded data literally bleed out of a device, concealing what needs to be concealed. That's super powerful for level 1, but
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, this is cool.
Yes, conductive vitae. Your vitae becomes electrically conductive, allowing you to channel an electric current for many purposes. That's also, it could be super powerful in many ways. I mean, I am this person, specifically in the very dry weather, so whenever I touch anything, I just die. But but I guess for vampires, if you could actually channel it in particular moments, it's really cool. I wonder if you can actually hurt someone with that though, because that would be OP.
There's one where you can hurt them. I don't remember exactly where it is. I think it's sanguine. I think it's level 2.
Okay.
One of the ones at level 2.
So you have wave sense, gain the ability to sense the EM radiation without the aid of equipment. That's super cool. Spectrum pulse, obliterate all signals in the area with your own restarted heartbeat. Sanguine shell, issue commands to technological devices by touching your vitae to them. Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, so what I really liked about this one isn't so a lot of the like Tremere thaumaturgy is, like for offensive use, right? For doing damage dealing. But this is very much for sort of investigation or, protecting the Masquerade in some way.
Yeah.
Interruption of things. That's what I really liked about it when I was reading it.
That's so cool. Let me jump into the level 5 because that's usually the most interesting. Charge and discharge. Become immune to damage from electricity. Learn to store a charge in your own body long term and release a powerful electric shock at a distance. And bleeding avatar. Project your consciousness into a technological device and its network as an avatar covered in blood. Damn. That's cool. So
That gives somebody a nightmare, I think.
yeah, I mean, this is of course super specific, and this kind of a discipline won't fit every chronicle. But I feel like if you're going very overboard, for example, maybe you want to do a cyberpunk chronicle and something super, techno focused, then this kind of a homebrew could definitely help, and maybe even not as playable characters as abilities, but maybe as something that NPCs could do. I feel like the bleeding avatar specifically could be super cool, incorporated into some kind of a campaign. So yeah, as usual, awesome stuff. We wouldn't do this, in our official supplements, as we are of course trying to limit the number of new disciplines and new powers that we have to onboard the players to. But this is exactly why STV exists, for people to be able to still build up on that and do whatever the hell they want. So
Exactly.
really cool.
At your table, you should, as long as everyone's having a good time, as I believe Jason Carl said not too long ago, if everyone's having a good time, you're doing it right.
Exactly.
So
yes.
that's the point.
I think I could have some good time with technomancy.
I think I could too, honestly.
Yeah.
I like to put mages in my game because that's just the way that I am.
Of course.
So I think I could have a good time with that.
Yeah, I'm the person that loves to put changelings in my games, but
Me too.
yeah, so I totally get you. All right, let's get to LA by Night. What do we have in here? Oh, love beards.
Excuse me. Yes. So looking through Tumblr, of course, not a whole lot of new stuff on Tumblr this week. Sad, made me very sad.
Oh no, Tumblr!
They're busy this week, obviously. But this made me laugh because this is basically, I think, everyone who is fans of the Jeva ship
Yes.
knew that going into it.
Yep, and it's a thing like before you dwell deeper into LA by Night and you start to see these two for the first time, it just you're going to be hurt, but you're all into it. That's the feeling, and I love how Jeva keeps on getting more love as the time goes. Like LA by Night, how many years does the first season have already? Like, not 2 more, right? 3? I don't even know.
I'm sorry, I don't know. You mean when did LA by Night begin?
Season
Like, what
1,
year?
yes.
I believe it began in 2018, but I could be wrong about that.
4, damn, we're getting old. But anyway, yes, it's just, even though it starts quite a long time ago, it still gives us so many new people who get to know it for the first time now in 2022 and get all of its emotions. So it's beautiful, and I love it, and I stand it, and yes.
Jason says the glare off my head is really weaponized in the picture. And Jason, I would never have even noticed if you didn't point it out.
I wouldn't notice either, but now I cannot see anything else.
Yeah,
so thank
don't
Jason.
point it out.
Yeah, sorry, Jason. Now we can only see this. It's great. All right. Artemis Dice Company. Ooh.
Okay, so this final TikTok I'm very excited about. For some reason, well, not that I expect the algorithm to know everything about me, but I wasn't recommended this video until just a few days ago, and this video was made for Erika Ishii's birthday.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so it's actually 2 TikToks, and I smushed them together and replaced the music and everything. So enjoy. This is very cool.
Let's check it out.
Yesterday was both Erika Ishii's birthday and the day that my 10d10 mold came in the mail, so I decided my first set of Vampire the Masquerade dice would be inspired by Annabelle, Erika's character from LA by Night. I didn't go full vampire on this set because it's also a little bit inspired by Erika. The colors in the base are a very dark black mylar, a red foil, and a little bit of purple just for that little hint around Annabelle's eyes. I dropped in a color shifting red gold mica powder and then topped that off with a smoky gray. Little bit more of the red just to cut through that gray, and then I finished it off with the sparkly bit that was left in the cup. I am very interested to see how this is going to turn out. Join me tomorrow for the reveal.
Wow. That's so cool.
So cool and so much work.
So much work. Let me just get here and oh wow. I just want to like look at them closer. wait, can I pause it when they are here? And can I just, there we go, just get closer. No, I can't zoom here. That's fine. I'm going to check them on socials later.
Sorry, it's just a link.
No, but it's beautiful. Like I love how they are quite opulent on the edges, and they like get more and more color, like deep within, because it kind of looks like they're made of drops of blood. I just want to look at them from close up. Like this fascinates me because I have no idea how to make dice. This is dark magic for me. So I am definitely looking forward to see more of these. That's so cool.
Yeah, and it was just, I mean, they have so many dice. I looked at their TikTok and so many different type of dice that they make, of course, for, you know, things like Critical Role and other things like that.
Yes.
But this was the only vampire one I saw, and they, you know, such a huge fan of Annabelle and things like that. And I was like, oh, this is so great.
It's amazing. Artemis Dice Company, if you folks want to check it out on TikTok. All right. Thank you so much, Hadi, for joining me today. Super happy to hear you recovering your non-Nosferatu voice, even though I missed the Nosferatu. And I really...
I don't.
Yeah, I know. And we will see each other next week, which is, I believe, let me just check very quickly, but it's the last week of kind of us being... not last week. Is it last week? No, because, okay, 27th we have Bloodhunt. I'm just like seeing when I am going to dwell deep into Bloodhunt and not go back ever again, and that's 27th. So still.
I wonder how much of Martina's brain is like Bloodhunt at this point.
It is like
just a constant ticking clock.
The closer we get, the more we do that. My friend has his birthday on 28th, and the first thing that I told him after I learned that this is his birthday, I was like, we're going to play Bloodhunt. Right? And he was like, yeah, sure. And my brain literally is fried right now with the waiting for Bloodhunt and waiting for my PC, because I'm waiting for a new PC to play it. So yeah, soon. Thank you so much, Hadi, for joining me, and I hope that you will join me next week with more of this awesome stuff.
I'll be here.
Thank you so much, and see you later. Bye. And for everyone here, thank you so much for joining me. If you are watching us live, do stay for the FAQ part, which as usual we have right after the news part. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can watch us live every week on Thursday at 5 p.m. Central European Time. We are now in summertime, so we are back at the regular schedule. And don't get lost in the night, and see you next week. Goodbye.